Got you that time. I'd just like to declare that the meeting is open and welcome you all for your attendance in this advised by being here your, what are you doing? Maybe we should. You will be live streamed and your voice and image may be used in the city's live streaming of the council meeting. Oh, got there in the end. Deputy Mayor is a leave of absence. My computer's broken. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here, and before commencing proceedings, I'd like to acknowledge that we come together tonight on the land of the traditional land of the Noongar people and pay my respects to elders past and present. Could I call upon Councillor Acker to do the dedication?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. May we, the elected members of the City of Kwinana, have the wisdom to consider all matters before us with due consideration, integrity, and respect for the council chamber. May the decisions made be in good faith and always in the best interest of the greater Kwinana community that we serve.
Attendance, apologies, leave of absence previously approved. We have Deputy Mayor and we also have Councillor Kearney. I haven't received any questions from the public. Do councillors have any petitions? Presentations? Don't believe we have any deputations. Confirmation of the minutes held on the 9th of October. Someone like to move that way? Moved, Councillor Rouse, seconded to Councillor Acker. Either councillors wish to speak? Speak against? Put it to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. Declarations of interest? Neil? Requests of leave of absence? Neil? There's nothing on item 10, 11. 12, any councillors have any questions in relation to any of the items from the committee? So anything from item 12.1, 12.2, 12.3 or 12.4 or 12.5? Otherwise, I'll move them on block. No? Would someone like to move that way? Moved Councillor Sargent, seconded Councillor Wood. Would either councillors wish to speak on any of that? Yes, Councillor Sargent.
Thank you, Mayor Feasey. As I sit on the Audit and Risk Committee as well, to my fellow councillors, I just want to again reiterate the culture that the staff of the City of Kwinana have created in making sure that safety is a priority and in the front of all the staff's minds, and making such a fantastic workplace. The body of work that you've presented here to be coming across, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and I'm really, really proud to be able to be part of this process with you, and thank you and keep up the good work.
Anyone speak against? Put it to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. There's nothing on item 13, 14, 15, 16. Amendment 1 to the Mandoglup West Local Structure Plan. Is there any additional information?
Nothing further this week.
Councillors have any questions? Someone like to move that way? Moved Councillor Wood, seconded Councillor Sargent. Would either councillors wish to speak? No, thank you. Councillor Sargent.
Thank you, Mayor Feasey. I really applaud the city officers' work in this space, especially about working with the developer to adapt to be able to protect the environment and to come to the best outcome potentially for ratepayers going forwards, especially things like it's not feasible to have grass underneath the power lines, and to do a more sustainable environmental option going forwards that's, one, not going to cost the ratepayer, and two, has a better environmental impact. So I highly support and thank you for all the work in this document and not just ticking boxes and doing what is the best for the Kwinana community and our environment. Thank you.
Anyone speak against? Put it to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. Item 17.1, proposed road names for Florence Estate. Does anyone have any questions in relation to these road names?
I just have one on the Florence Estate. I don't know how to pronounce one of the names. Ixora.
Ixora.
Sorry?
The Ixora. Ixora.
Ixora. Thank you.
Any other questions? Councillor Sargent.
Thank you, Mayor Feasy. Sorry, I'm not sure how to frame this because I'm not sure if it's so much a question as I would like to suggest not using one of the names. Is that I need to move a
For
motion?
any particular purpose? You
The
just don't like it?
Grow Loop, I just think, does not have a similar prestige level as the other ones when you have other opportunities to name something other than Grow Loop.
Okay.
So
What one would you suggest? A Stevie?
I felt that maybe fellow councillors would like to go which one sounds best. I feel that, or Agapanthus Loop sounds better than Grow Loop. Or Pansy Loop.
I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry.
Give that one a miss.
Would someone like to move an alternative?
Okay. Are we cool with Agapantha? Does anyone have a preference, or shall I
I
just?
think that Stevie sounds nice and it looks flash.
Okay. Sorry. May I please move that we change Grow Loop to one of the alternative names,
A Stevie?
a Stevie, instead of Grow, please.
Someone like to second that? Seconded Councillor Wood. Would anyone like to speak against? Would prefer Grow Loop instead? No? Would you like to speak for the motion? I think you've said enough. I'll put it to vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. Uh, 17.2, proposed road names for Mandogalup. These okay, Councillor Sargent? Councillors have any questions? Would someone like to move? Moved. Councillor Acker. Councillor Ackers has moved the current motion. Seconded Councillor Rouse. Councillor Acker, would you like to speak? Councillor Rouse. Would anyone like to speak against?
Thank you, Mayor Feasy. I would like to offer an alternate motion to keep the names as they are except for Giles Road and prefer to change that to Bungaree. When you read the histories of the options of the names, I feel that that name has more cultural connection and significance to Kwinana than the Giles Road does.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would anyone like to speak for?
So if the mover accepts the thing, they can change.
Would you like to humour Councillor Sargent and swap out one for the other, Councillor Acker?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have no problem with that. Councillor made a good argument.
Councillor Rouse? So can we just confirm what we're doing?
So the motion is now that Hartog, Giles, Hartog, Benelong and Bungaree become the names.
Okay. Putting it to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. What's next? 18.1 Monthly Financial Report, August 2024. Is there any additional information?
Nothing further, Mr. Mayor.
Councillors have any questions? Would someone like to move that way? Moved Councillor Sargent, seconded Councillor Wood. Would either councillors wish to speak? No, thank you. I'll put it to the vote. Oh, sorry, speak against. Put to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. 18.2 Accounts for payment for the month ended 30 September. Any questions? Any additional information? Someone like to move that way? Moved Councillor Rouse, seconded Councillor Acker. Either councillors wish to speak? Speak against? Put to the vote. All in favour? Against? Carried. There's nothing on item 19. There's nothing on item 20. Is there any late or urgent business? No. Reports of elected members. Councillor Acker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Since our last council meeting, last week I attended the annual photography exhibition, both as a judge and then as the MC on Friday night in your honor, and also attended the Kwinana Industries Council networking event last week. Thank you.
Councillor Brown.
Thank you, Your Worship. So on Tuesday the 15th of October, I attended the Disaster Preparedness Forum out at Wandi Community Hall. On Wednesday the 16th of October, I also attended the networking event with the Kwinana Industry Council and representatives of the companies across the industrial strip. And also on Wednesday the 16th of October, I attended the Wandi Progress Association annual general meeting. At the event, on behalf of the City of Kwinana, I congratulated the Progress Association for another successful year, including the range of land care initiatives, general advocacy, and for the impressive statistic of thousands of community members flowing through the facilities at the community hall, the pavilion, and the club rooms over the past 12 months. When it comes to the activation of community facilities in the city, I think this result is unmatched maybe outside of sport, with all year round activation from members of the local area and more broadly. So I just want to say really awesome stuff, and I have just brought along a list of all the different groups that are continuously using the facilities for anyone who may want to take a look. Thank you.
Councillor Penny.
Thank you. I had the great privilege to attend the inaugural Couple with a Counsellor session at John Wellard Community Centre as part of the pop-up community lounge hosted by Befriend. It was a really great morning and gave community the opportunity to ask questions of the elected members along with Mayor Feasy about how council works. People asked about the renewal of local parks in Aurelia and had a really good conversation and a really good cuppa. So well done to everybody involved in that, and especially Befriend for charging ahead with that initiative. Also attended the KIC Sundowner on the 16th of November and had the opportunity to attend the White Park renewal session in Leader on the 17th of November, which was incredibly well attended. Over 40 kids, I believe, were queuing up for ice creams and having their input into what they'd like to see in the park, and it was just a fantastic atmosphere. And again, I really want to commend the engagement team for going above and beyond to reach out to community members in that way. And also I'd say it was great to for people who don't live in Leader or are familiar with those small neighbourhood parks to get out there and really experience what it's like there, because you don't know unless it's your neighbourhood park. So it's really good to be a part of that section of the community and mix with the local kids. Also attended the Kwinana Business Breakfast on the 17th of November, and the Southwest Metropolitan Regional Roads Group on, sorry, I can't remember, the 21st of October. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councillor Rouse.
Nothing to report, Your Worship.
Councillor Sargent.
Thank you, Mayor Feasy. Since my last council meeting, I attended the Kwinana Industry Council's network meeting along with my fellow councillors, and it was really fantastic to see the City of Kwinana officers, staff, councillors, as well as representatives from all the industries on the strip coming together to keep dialogue, conversation going forwards. I was really proud to be part of that event. I also attended the Skatowie Park upgrade, and I second what Councillor Penny was saying. It was just really cool to see kids and the engagement from the City of Kwinana staff to go, these are your two options, what would you prefer, and do it in a fun, exciting, neighbourhood building way. It was really fantastic to see. And I also had the pleasure of attending the inaugural season opening, I'm not sure the particular word, Palpalooza, at the Speedway to watch the Mayor Open that the City of Kwinana sponsored. It was fantastic, and this year I was a pro and I had glasses on, so I did not get mud in my eyes. So, but a fantastic, action-packed community event. I may not have been able to hear afterwards, but I also had the pleasure of realising that the lucky number car that I went to go meet is actually from Casuarina, and there's so many locals that were involved and walking around the truck car park area. Sorry, there's probably really professional racing term names that I don't know, but everyone was so engaged and so welcoming, and kids were just running up and people were going, oh, I'll chuck them in a car and have a look, and just the family environment at the Speedway was just fantastic to watch. And thank you to the City of Kwinana for supporting this amazing endeavour for so long. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Wood.
I've performed all those duties required of me. Thank you, Your Worship.
As previous questions, there are nil. Mayoral announcements, along with the CEO. Actually, no. I'll get. I met along with Ms. Greaves, the local Buddhist community that are setting up in Mortimer Road. They bought a house and they're looking to convert the garage into a hall. I believe that's still being looked at by planning. I think it's coming to council at some stage. I attended a local clean-up at Wellard Village Primary School last Saturday, organised by someone from the PNC. They had a phenomenal amount of people turn up. The city's waste officer, I think, was quite surprised. I think there was about 80 people. What else have I done? I've attended a number of the community safety pop-ups, which is a great initiative by the city and seems to be well attended by the community. Along with the CEO, we met with Richard Marles, the Deputy Prime Minister, and also the Defence Minister to talk all things AUKUS. I also attended the Motorplex on Saturday to open the season. This is the 25th anniversary of what's now called the Perth Motorplex, not the Kwinana Motorplex. The city was a sponsor, and I believe that it was the largest number of people to go on an opening night in the 25-year history. And I also attended the business breakfast last Thursday. We had a good number of local businesses attend. I think that... and yesterday, along with the CEO, we went to the opening of Blue Phoenix, which is a industrial business in latitude 32 that actually turns the bottom ash from the waste energy plant into usable products. So they basically take the end product and turn it into road base and construction blocks and a number of other things. So once they get the relevant approvals from the state government to actually be able to do that, they'll start operating. But it's a great initiative. It's a Dutch company. They have 25 locations around the world. So every last bit that goes into the waste energy plant just about will be reused. There is nothing further, so I declare the meeting closed at 5:50. Thank you for your attendance. What were you trying to make me say?